and this is Everyone Can Grill. Today on the Weber Performer, we're going to make some ham and cheese sliders. Swiss cheese, chipped ham, some butter, some parsley. Super simple to put together. We're just going to throw them on Indirect and let them go. So stick around, because this is going to be good. Okay, a couple of my comments. I've been asked, how do you set your grill up and basically vents and all that stuff. So I'm going to start from the get-go. I got it's a made by Weber charcoal starter that's, geez, oh Pete, got to be 13 years old. And I'm going to use Kingsford charcoal, full bin. And yeah, I know my bin's bent, so I'm probably 3 charcoals short of a full bag, but you know, I've been told that before. So I'm going to move this out of the way. This grill has an auto start down here just to get you going. You turn the gas all the way on, and you're supposed to push the igniter. Well, 20 years ago that worked great, but now this works. So you can see, I don't know if you can see the fire or not. Let me grab the action cam here. See, it just comes out of that little burner, and I pull the charcoal over the top. And you can see I got the two charcoal holders that I put on the side because I'm going to cook indirect tonight. So we're going to use those. Geez, I'm holding this, waving it around like a moron. I'm going to use the 2 charcoal holders, keeping the center open. And I'm going to run some poppers down there, and I'm going to have our sliders in the front, just because it's easier to work with it that way. So down below, follow me down here, you can see I put lines in this. Maybe you can with my hand. See the line? Okay, you see the lines. Right now, that's all the way open. That's all the way shut. So I usually grill right about there on these lines. And that runs 350 indirect. But for getting the chimney going, which you can see is belching out the smoke now, I leave it all the way open. So let's get this going. And I'm going to bring you up. I got a lot of complaints about my grill grate cleaner. I updated that. We're going to try it out for the first time today too. So I'm hoping it works. It's really cool. So stick around. Once we get this going, we'll try out the new grate cleaner, get the charcoals in the bins, get it up to temperature, and we'll go from there. So I'll bring you back in probably 10 minutes. Okay, my coals are ripping hot. You can see I'm starting to get the corners ashed up a little bit. I don't wait till they are completely covered in ash. But I don't know if you can see it, but there's a flame coming up out of this thing about that high right now. So these things are good and ripping hot. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to come over and I dump a little bit in each side. Just like this, going back and forth. Just to get good even heat on these things. And load them up. The whole chimney is in there. Now, next thing I want to do is, a lot of times you see me grilling this way. Today I'm going to grill the normal way because I want to try out that new grill cleaner. So let me throw the lid on this real quick, which is all the way around the other side. About 10 years ago, I took the grill holder, or the lid holder, off of my grill. And the reason why I did is just because it was always in the way. It hung at an angle like this, where I'd have to finagle everything up underneath it. So now I just take it, I set it on the ground. Some people say you shouldn't do it. Some people don't care. I don't care. I do it. I put it on the ground. I got all kinds of room. Check. this out. Looks like something I saw a lot of in high school, but it's a grill cleaner. It's made to where you run it across the grates this way. And like I said, I'm at almost 450. Enough to get all that melted up so we can clean it. See, this thing's got a wedge on it on the front, and it's tapered. It's made out of red oak. I got it on Amazon for 20 bucks. Let's see how this works. You just put it on there and push. And the more you use this thing, you got to try to line up. See the burn marks. See how it's got the burn marks going on there with the grates. Little chisel edge there to get all the schmutz off that was there from when I did poppers last time. Oh, you know what? Wow, I'm not pushing real hard either. And this seems like it's doing a good job, but I can feel the notches in this thing. This is pretty cool. I'm liking it. That stuff that's stuck on the side. Yeah, this is doing exactly what they said. Put it in the middle and scrape it out. I can feel that it just walks right into the grates. Nice. That did a darn good job. I'll wipe it off with paper towel here in a few minutes, but you can see how, wow, that's hot. You can see how nice that is. So I'm going to put some poppers on here and get them good and ripping hot for the girls. And then in about 20 minutes into those, I'll bring out the sliders. Now what I did with these sliders is I got Hawaiian buns. And I took a knife and I cut about halfway through before I realized they're already cut. So I set the bottoms into the aluminum foil pan, and then I put a nice layer of Swiss cheese on there, on each one. And then on top of that, we put a really good layer of ham, chip chopped ham, they call it. Isley's brand ham. Isley's is long gone around here, but anybody from this area knows Isley's. After I'd got done putting the ham on, I put 2 layers of Swiss cheese on the top because, damn it, you just need more cheese. Then I put the bun tops on, and I took 3/4 of a stick of butter and melted it and added oregano, stirred it up real good, and then I just coated the whole top with that. Put it in aluminum foil. We'll throw it on the grill for 45 minutes, 350 degrees, be good to go. So I'll bring it back when we pull them off. Okay, I had those poppers on for 15 minutes on the timer, and now it's time for me to move them up a little bit. They're about done. So I'm going to move them forward, and I'm going to get these sliders on. And like I said, or like you saw in the pictures, let me give you a peek first before I put them on. Look at that. Now, let me tell you something. These sliders are fan-freaking-tastic, but you're not going to want to make them very often because there's enough butter in there to stop your freaking heart. All right, let me squeak this on. Yeah, that's just going to barely fit. And that's going on at 350 again, 15 minutes. All we're trying to do is melt the butter, get that cheese all just gooey and, melted, get the ham hot. Basically, the butter's going to soak around it. It's really good, trust me. All right, 15 minutes by the timer. Wife's making sure I use the timer. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Oh yeah, can you see that? My goodness. Oh, those are nice and toasted too. I'm going to pull these. I'm going to try to. This paddle's coming in handy. Yep, that's hot. All right, I'm going to get those out of here. Good gosh. We're going to let that cool off for a few minutes before I try one of those, because that's like molten lava. All right, I can't wait anymore. I want to try one of these things before I take it in and have everybody else eat them. So let's look at that. Looks so good. We're just going to cut one of these out without cutting through the bottom of the pan. Yum. Swiss cheese, ham. Oh, it's nice and warm. Toasty. Oh, nice. Look at the toast on the bottom. That looks dark because of the light, but honest to gosh, that's just toasted. It's perfect. Let me. Yeah, that's real. Wow. That's like a three-taker good. When you look at it and you go, that's good. And you look again and you're like, that's really good. And you look again and go, holy smoke, is that freaking good? Yeah. Hot ham and Swiss sliders, quick and easy to do, indirect. Got the poppers going before them. Now I got the pepperoni bread coming off. Fantastic. Keep that party rolling. Think of different things you can do at different times. I'm Mark. Fire up your grills. See what you can do. Because everyone can grill. Have a great weekend.